What's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. How you guys doing? I hope you had a fantastic Christmas. I had a very strange Christmas. I had the flash flu, one of the worst that I've ever had, honestly. Now I still have high temperature, but I'm feeling better. But last night, like the whole day I was home, I was like, whoa, I don't know what is this, but never happened before. Anyhow, we are here, and I thought, let's share this article that I passed by. At least we waited for Christmas to pass. And I found it kind of interesting because it's one of the few articles which finally points out to what a lot of people are thinking, which is there is no such a thing as my truth. And it's interesting that this Evie magazine here online is pointing this out. Can we please stop saying my truth? It doesn't change what actually happened. And I would say truth to that. And it's interesting because this is already an older, seems like an older article, which somehow foreshadowed her recent post, you know? Truth is defined as the body of real things, event and facts, also known as actuality, which is inherently objective. However, over the past few years I've noticed more and more people admitting that there is actual evidence, objective truth, and there is also their own subjective truth when using the expression my truth. Unfortunately, this has now become a widely accepted manipulation tactic in which someone can quite literally change reality of a situation based on their own perception in order to avoid blame, and even pin blame on someone else. Case in point, we just witnessed this tactic in one of, if not most high-profile celebrity defamation court case in history, AH and Johnny Depp. So, a jury awarded Johnny Depp $50 million, we know that. Women are human beings. All human beings are capable of lying and distorting the truth or fit their own narrative or to prove a point whether or not the actual reality of a situation support the narrative of the point. The well-known Me Too movement made waves a few years ago when many victims have set forward to share their stories and enact social and legal changes. While I believe many of those women are telling the truth and unfortunately endured this terrible injustice, I also believe many women took advantage of this situation and lied to the point of themselves as paint themselves as victim for personal, political, social gain. Amber's now is prime example of those women who twisted the actual truth to push her own truth, which turned out to be a lot of lies. Although this court case revealed actual video, audio, and testimony evidence proving that Amber blatantly lied about much of the abuse claimed to have endured, there are still many people and even publications defending her. And is this the truth to this day? One thing that came to my attention was this Dr. Charlotte Proudman person here that turns out, after all, she wasn't just trying to support AH out of the desire of being a supporter of female victims. No, turns out actually that she was there from the start. It seemed like that she never addressed the fact that she was a friend of AH throughout the period of the trial. And as soon as the trial finished, all of a sudden we see pictures of her with some other friends or stands or whatever of AH, and they're claiming to be friends right there. I'm honored to be friends with the she-eras, AH, and my feminist friend. We are a community supporting victim. We stood with Amber from the start, and I will always stand with her in every savannah, both in and outside of court. So people are, calling her out, this woman right here, because, it turns out that she had an invested interest, and there's a bunch of tweets which now they've been deleted. Amber will be hurt, women will be hurt, survivor will be hurt. She was hurt, and she had all the time, she never shut up, and she had all the time to present in the court all those evidence, but never happened. Matter of fact, she was found guilty. These are the doctor, Jessica One thing I will always remain proud of is the way a small group of brave women stood with Amber through the worst time and will stand with her through the best. All right. Here's a group of liars, scammers, stalkers, perjurers, and criminals together in one picture, this user says. Those who think Amber is settled because she's in the wrong or liar, you couldn't be more wrong. This is only the beginning. The truth came out in the High Court of Appeal in Britain. Amber will be heard. Women will be heard. Survivor will be... Oh my God. I'm so tired of these people trying to make a case for the UK trial if it meant anything. She was not even a party. I don't know how many times we have to say this. To use the Britain court thingy of liable case against the Sun, it's just silly. And this person, that she's a barrister, I guess she should know that. But now we know that she has a bias. I find this very fascinating, this thing that I want to point out. As you noticed, narcissists, they always enjoy surrounding themselves with less attractive people, which most of the time they're used as a sort of like a subordinate from which you can feel let's say above, right? Because you are the prettier one, because you are the celebrity and you have that lifestyle. And of course, having those sort of worshippers around you / friends make you feel, they feel your ego with that much needed a petting that narcissists really need. And for those of you that they're not familiar, for those type of people, there is in psychiatry, at least I think, I don't know if it's a real terms, but flying monkeys are the enabler who support the narcissist no matter what. The flying monkey blindly side, encourage, support, and even abuse the victim to defend the narcissist. Even if they know that the narcissist is wrong or doing very bad things, they're either blind to the narcissist behavior because of cognitive dissonance, or they just don't care. Either way, they're just as guilty. Narcissists usually have a few flying monkeys that they can count on for backup. The sad part for those flying monkeys is that they are usually the first one to be thrown under the bus when the narcissist no longer needs them. And some of those women probably will find their reality very soon in their life, perhaps. So it's very fascinating to see this. Whether or not there is anything to add, I don't think so. Again, Amber H had all the time in the world to present evidence to the court. The new master forensic specialist that was brought in by JD, I think it was called New Master, declared on the road that his attempt to extrapolate the files out of her phone or whatever was delayed, and I would add most likely intentionally, pushing towards the deadline. And you know why? Because probably there were, maybe I'm just saying this, maybe there were more things incriminating towards her maybe than towards JD. And again, remember, there was all the time in the world to present evidence of what she claimed. The incredible mountain of evidence which was never there, to the point where the jury decided that she was lying. So nobody really is looking forward to this book, but this is a reminder that people, including friends mostly, and she's being called out now, they can have an invested interest in lying because somehow they're attracted to the narcissist, they're attracted to their lifestyle. Perhaps they would like to be her. They would like to be as beautiful or good looking. They would like to have her lifestyle. And therefore, they do everything they can to try to stay in the life of this person. But like I said, very soon they will find out that when they're not needed anymore, the narcissists will just move on to the next victims. That's how it is, unfortunately. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this. And always spread facts, not my truth, your truth. Facts are facts. That's why they exist. You don't have to argue over it. We don't have to, try to fight over it. Facts are facts. That's why we have a legal system that tries its best to go through everything that is available to make sure that people, whether innocent or guilty, they're found of that. And I'm not saying it's infallible, but most certainly is the best way we have. And again, if those evidence would be there, well, we would have seen it. Like this evidence right here, that this Proudman that she never said that was a friend of AH, turns out her and more people are actually our friends. So that really gives you perspective about some of these supporters, you know? Anyway, guys, always spread love. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.